Hey guys, it's Lukinator, and I know it has been a long time since I actually made one of these videos, but I gotta talk, because just this morning, Nintendo randomly announced that a general Nintendo Direct is coming tomorrow on February 17th. I know it seems completely like a troll, and trust me, that's what I thought at first, but I checked the official channel. It's actually happening, guys, so get ready for tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, where that is my time for me. But here's what I've noticed, some stuff interesting that's been happening with this announced Nintendo Direct. We apparently are going to know what games we're going to get in the first half of 2021. And there's been a lot of speculation on what those games could be. Some people have speculated potentially we could be seeing Breath of the Wild 2, and trust me, I want that game to release very, very soon. I'm a Breath of the Wild fan, specifically I'm a Zelda fan, so I've been anxiously awaiting the sequel, and I still haven't even completed the first game. But yeah, this is pretty interesting. There's also been a lot of theories on who our next Smash character is, and I kind of discuss about all this in this video, so I hope you guys like it. So first of all, I just want to mention something that was kind of highlighted on the thumbnail for the Nintendo Direct this week. Apparently, this will focus mostly on games on the first half of 2021, but the most interesting thing I noticed was that they said some more information about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And obviously, if you just tuned into my content on this channel, you probably don't know that I'm like one of the biggest Smash fans out there. And it's been kind of speculated on when our next character is. I expected it, honestly, to be revealed and released next month, not this month. So I think we'll be seeing our next character revealed tomorrow. But I do have a tiny theory on what this could be. They said information on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and not specifically the DLC. So what if, say, they were going to add some other things after this DLC, like maybe we get one more fighter pass, maybe we get more characters after. I really don't know, but hopefully we'll get the announcement of not only our next character, but also, Fighter Pass 3 or something like that, because it has been highly theorized. On the topic of Smash, I know a lot of people want to know who I think our next character is, and I'm going to go and say, I think it's literally anybody. I'm just saying, with Sephiroth in the game, I was totally blown away because I thought Jonesy was actually going to be our next character. I'm not mad that Sephiroth got in, I'm just going to go ahead and make that extremely clear, but I thought I was actually kind of happy because that means any villain is now possible. And there's one villain I particularly want in Smash. And you're going to probably think I'm crazy or stupid, but my most wanted villain for Smash is Dr. Eggman, or Dr. Robotnik, whatever you want to call him. I'm a huge fan of the Sonic series, and this year actually marks the 30th anniversary of the franchise. I mean, technically it was last year, but they didn't have like any sort of announcement thanks to the current state of the world we're in. But I really think if they want to promote the anniversary of the franchise, they should probably get another rep from the Sonic franchise, and I think Eggman's the perfect rep. Now, if it's not him, I actually won't be that surprised, but who knows, he's very possible. But honestly though, I'm not sure if he'll actually be in the game as our next character, at least, because another one of my most wanted characters has actually got a lot of stuff going for him in March, and I think that's when our next character will be at least released. I think tomorrow we'll get the revealed trailer and all that, but in terms of who I think the next character is right now, I think it's going to be a highly requested character, and that character is Crash Bandicoot. Now, if you have no idea who this character is, which I think a lot of people probably don't know who this character is, this guy was the unofficial mascot of PlayStation back in the 90s. He's now owned by Activision, so it's not really that much of a hassle now to get him in. But I've been hearing a lot of things like that apparently there was a Crash Bandicoot show that got canceled because Activision's kind of a hard company to work with. So part of me's like, I want it to happen, and trust me, I wouldn't be mad if he got in. But at the same time, I'm not sure if Nintendo wants to work with a tough company. But Sakurai's already mentioned before, he's not really concerned about game companies, he's concerned about game worlds. in Smash, like who the character is and where they come from. So I think we should really keep in mind about that. So part of me is like, yeah, it's gonna happen. But the other half of me is like, maybe it could be Spyro. He's another popular Activision character, but personally, I think Crash is our next character. But if it's not Crash, and I have to believe this leak that correctly predicted 3 of our characters so far, I would say that our next character is most likely Rayman. If, let's say, Crash is not our next character. There was a leak that happened a little while before we knew Min Min was going to be our ARMS rep. The leak said the 6 characters in the Fighter Pass 2 were Min Min, Steve and Alex from Minecraft, Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII, Ryu Hayabusa from the Ninja Gaiden franchise, Doomslayer from the Doom franchise, and then Rayman from the Rayman franchise. And I'm gonna go and say I think Rayman is the most likely out of those last 3. Just because I grew up playing the Rayman, well, I say grew up playing the Rayman games. I grew up playing the Rabbids games, and I was introduced to Rayman via Rabbids. And I honestly even came up with a moveset potential for him. I think it's kind of lame, though. But he's definitely one of my most highly requested Smash characters out there. Do I think he's going to be in the game? I think so. But then again, I said the exact same thing about Jonesy, and we got Sephiroth. So it's still possible he could just be like a Mii costume with like a fully rendered version of him. I just hope he just at least gets into Smash in some sort of playable form. I won't be that mad if he's a Mii costume, but if we don't get Crash either, I will be pretty salty. But, you know, what are you going to do? Now, aside from Smash news, we are obviously going to get some more Nintendo news. Now, in terms of what I think will be announced, I really think it's anybody's guess, given that Nintendo sometimes announces the most random games out there. But I think so far my predictions are okay. I'm not sure though if at least half of them will be true, but I think we'll be seeing an announcement for WarioWare on the Switch. Now, I haven't said this before, but I'm a WarioWare fan. As weird as the game is, and I'll admit it's pretty weird, I enjoy it because it's minigames, and I'm a fan of minigame type of games. But I like it because you go very fast. You have to do the minigames extremely fast, and I feel like that would be a great game on the Switch. The last game we got from WarioWare was, I think, back on the 3DS. I could be wrong, so please forgive me, but I'm honestly just hoping that we get it on Switch, and hopefully it'll be this year. Maybe they'll have something crazy like all the minigames from the past games are back. Like, similar to Smash Ultimate where all the characters from the past Smash game are back. Maybe they'll do that, but who knows for certain, but definitely I would love to see WarioWare on Switch. Another game I think that will be announced in this Direct will probably be the announcement for Breath of the Wild 2. Now, it's been about 2 years since that Nintendo Direct in July of 2019, and that's when we got the announcement of Breath of the Wild 2. Now, that's just the fan title. That may not be what our title is. I mean, who knows, but it's been highly theorized that Zelda's playable, and trust me, I would want Zelda playable. Breath of the Wild is such a fun game. I would love it to have multiplayer, but if they don't want it to, so be it. I'm fine if they don't do it, but trust me, because I have friends who love Breath of the Wild and would love to have it multiplayer, and that would be something that'd be great, because not only would you push sales for a Zelda game, but you'd also push sales for, you know, because it's multiplayer, so that way a friend or a cousin or anybody, you know, who likes that game could play it with you. That's why I feel like they should do that. If they don't, like I said, it's totally fine. But in terms of what I think the storyline is, it's literally anybody's guess. But we did get a little bit of news randomly. I think it was from the official Nintendo magazine in Japan or something like that. I don't remember. But apparently the game will focus mostly on underground taverns beneath Hyrule Castle, which was kind of where I theorized to begin with. But I really think this game could just be kind of similar. Like maybe there's like an underground society, and that's probably what caused Ganon to be brought back to life after his defeat. Who knows? Because Zelda has some pretty crazy storylines. But I'm just generally excited for it. My final guesses, honestly, this is just going to kind of seem random because I wanted to make this video short. My predictions now are Wii Sports getting a new game in the franchise for Switch, like maybe Switch Sports or something like that. I have no idea. A Zelda 35th Anniversary Collection featuring 3 of the most greatest Zelda games ever, similar to Super Mario 3D All-Stars. What else? I think that's probably it. But yeah, I think we'll be seeing a lot of first-party games just because last year they did Twitter drops and nobody liked that. But yeah, I'm just so happy they did this after like 2 years of waiting for a general direct. You may be saying, well, didn't they have like partner directs or something like that? That's true, but technically that wasn't like a general direct, right? So at least they had some information out of last year. But I'm just so glad that they got a new direct, and this hopefully will get more in the next few years. But that's everything I want to talk about today. What do you guys think about our next Smash character? Do you think we'll get our next character revealed tomorrow? Do you think it'll be like a Min where they just say the franchise and not actually show who the character is? I'd like to know down in the comments below to see what your predictions are, because I think my predictions are pretty stupid. Just saying, but that's all I want to talk about today. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.